And the footballing gods are finally happy because their favorite son, Lionel Andrès Messi, have finally won that World Cup. He might have done it a very hard way, but you know what? His journey wasn't easy either. The dream started in 2006 when the little boy from Rosario made his World Cup debut under Jose Pekerman. The 18-year-old boy did not take much time to show what he is capable to the world. A goal on his World Cup debut, but unfortunately the World Cup did not have a fairy tale ending. 4 years later in 2010, by this time this little genius was already had cemented his position into the world of football by winning the Ballon d'Or. And in this World Cup, the Argentina was managed by none other than Diego Armando Maradona, and winning from here would have nothing short than a dream of footballing gods. But unfortunately, Argentina was thrashed by Germany in quarterfinals, and Argentina and Messi still had to wait. 4 years later again, where Messi was already regarded as the best player of all time by many, and he was indeed, because he was the one who led Argentina to the final at Brazil's Maracanã, that historic stadium where Argentina would have lifted the World Cup and felt like it was Messi's best shot. But again, Germany and Mario Götze shook the dream and Messi again had to wait. 4 years apart, the 2018's World Cup, which was certainly the tournament that any Argentinian fan would love to forget, apart from that world-class goal from Lionel Messi against Nigeria, which took them to the round of 16. But in that game, France was too strong for Messi and Argentina, and it was again a big disappointment, and Messi's dream was fighting a battle against the time. It felt like it was over. But the best thing about time is that it changes. It changes. Fast forward to now, 4 years later, Messi has done it in a dramatic way. But doesn't it just sums up the journey, the importance of that golden trophy? And maybe Diego Maradona above from heaven would be thanking these footballing gods for creating this little giant, the greatest of all time, Lionel Andrès Messi. He has done it, guys. He has done it, guys. Argentina are the champions of the World Cup. Messi has finally won that World Cup, and he has had his fairy tale ending to his World Cup journey. He had his World Cup redemption after 8 years, which surely wasn't easy, and of course it will never will be. It will never would be for anyone who dreamt of winning this trophy. It was a classic World Cup final. I mean, the best final into the history of sports. It had everything you can ask for: drama, action, everything. Last minute goals, man. Wow. Like, even if someone says it was scripted, I will take it. I will take it because I just witnessed one of the best games in the history of football. It had everything: special teams, special players, special moments. Wow, man. I'm certainly feeling very lucky to witness this game, man. But ultimately, it was Argentina who came out on top and are the campeons de Mundial. And Argentina have finally ended their 36-year wait to touch that golden trophy. And safe to say, it has been done by one of the youngest coach in this World Cup, Lionel Scaloni, another Lionel who has been absolutely outstanding for this Argentina and have led them to their golden era by first of all winning Copa America at Brazil in Maracanã, then Finalisma, and now World Cup. But anyway, let's talk about this game, man. This game, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better final than this. It was so exhausting. Like, I had a near-death experience. Due to Mbappe, man. That guy is unreal, dude. He's completely unreal. Because in the last 10 minutes, he just completely turned the game. Because in the first half, Argentina completely outplayed France by every inch. Like those decision of lineup, man. Scaloni needs to be praised because that decision to bring in Di Maria, not from that right side, from the left side, was so bold and absolutely spot on. Because what Argentina was doing, they were overloading their Argentina's right side and France left side. They were overloading that side where Mbappe and Theo Hernandez was playing, and one switch where Di Maria was just staying wide to get on one-on-one against Koundé. And in that position, Di Maria was absolutely killing it, and he was the guy who brought that first penalty, which was scored by Lionel Messi, and the second goal was scored by himself, and he always scores into the finals. And this was the whole story until that second half also. Like, up till 80 minutes, Argentina defended well until that 80th minute mark where Otamendi gave penalty. Mbappe stepped up and turned the game. He turned on the game, and the game was on from here, and in just 2 minutes He equalized from that ridiculous volley. It's a World Cup final, and how can you do that? How can you, like, that confidence, dude? It is something special. That Kylian Mbappe Ninja Turtle is unreal. Just give him 4 or 5 years, we'll be talking about the same things that we used to talk about Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. Just 4 minutes left on the clock, and to gain that confidence to hit that volley right onto the right corner, this is unreal. He's 23, man. You got to say it, he's 23. But surely one thing I could say about Kylian Mbappe is that he's undisputed future good. There is no such debate of Haaland versus Mbappe, because Mbappe is miles ahead of. But ultimately he forced the game into extra time as we predicted. But yeah, the scoreline was something different. But at 110th minute mark, it was all chaos. The game was completely chaotic, and Lionel Messi out of nowhere scored the goal, and it just felt like it had to be him. It is this moment, this is the fairy tale ending I think that Lionel Messi is gonna have. But no, destiny had some other plans. But anyway, talking about that goal, man, that goal felt so special, like into the extra time. If Lionel Messi onto his final World Cup game scores that among all that chaos, man, it just felt surreal. That was special goal from Messi, until Argentina conceded another penalty and Mbappe stepped up and scored, and the score line was again 3-3. Final of the ages, one for the ages, one of the dream final that even FIFA wouldn't have dreamt of this. And now game was up to penalty shootout, and Messi took the first penalty. Kylian Mbappe also took the first penalty for the France. He scored it, and Messi came up with one of the coolest penalty into the history of penalty shootout of World Cup final. That penalty was ice in his veins, man. How did he do that? I don't know. And after that, then came this guy, Emi fucking Martinez. He stepped up. Bro, he's indeed a best penalty saving goalkeeper into the history of world. I don't know, like, who saves again and again into the penalty shootout. This guy is unreal, dude. Literally. And that's why he have won the best goalkeeper of this tournament. Absolutely deserved. Final penalty was taken by Montiel. A great penalty which put Argentina onto the top of the world. And I'm happy. And I'm happy because especially for this guy, Lionel Messi. Yeah, I know he doesn't play for my country. I know. But the joy he gives me, the joy he always gives me whenever I watch him, it's endless. And he has been giving me since like 2014 or 15. Every time I watch this guy, I just feel something different. It just completely changes my mood whenever I watch him play. That's why he's so special for me. That's why I support this guy. That's the reason why I support Argentina. And that's why I was dying to see that damn trophy into Lionel Messi's hand. Because he deserves more than anyone. He deserves that thing more than anyone. Because it wasn't about for that lame goat debate. You know, that's just a way for people to compare other players to Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi has been at elite level since a long time. There is no comparison. I think no one could ever do the things that he does on the pitch. And that's why football had a depth. Football had a depth on Lionel Messi. I mean, yeah, in past few World Cups, Argentina and Lionel Messi doesn't have that great team. But Lionel Scaloni gathered a great team, a wonderful team that led their nation to the glory. Every guy in this game deserves the same praise. De Paul, Cristian Romero, Nicolas Otamendi, man, this guy has been absolutely monstrous. Emi Martinez and Angel Di Maria. Angel Di Maria, another legend of this Argentinian team. Every time, in every big game, he's the guy who will step up and score. Copa America final, Olympics 2008, Finalisma, and now this. He's a big game player. He steps up, he thrives in such kind of games. And that's why he is legend. He's legend of our generation. One of the greatest players for Argentina. But kudos to France, their BBC substitutions changed the game. Thuram and the guy from the Frankfurt, Muen, I think. I don't know his name, but yeah, they did make the difference. But especially Kylian Mbappe was the guy who literally carried this France team into the penalties. 3 goals, a World Cup final hat-trick at the age of 23. He's already playing his second World Cup and second final as well. This is a dream. This is the dream of any football player, and he's already achieving at the age of 23. There is more to come. There is world waiting ahead for him, but he's already at elite level. 14 goals in 16 games of the World Cup, plus a golden boot into his second World Cup. He's miles ahead. That debate is already over. Haaland versus Mbappe. Mbappe is miles ahead of him. Because to win the golden boot into his second World Cup itself, it's an insane thing. It's an insane thing. But anyway, today he did all he could do, but it was all meant for Messi. This game, this tournament, those moments was meant for Messi. He was playing his final World Cup, one last dance, and he sets off with winning a golden ball, and he's now become the only player only player to win 2 golden balls into the history of FIFA World Cup. And this World Cup's Messi, this version of Messi was different. He was hungrier than ever. He has scored now in every knockout game of this World Cup. Round of 16, quarter final, semi-final, and now in final. I mean, what more proof do you need? What more proof do you need? His longevity at the age of 35, he's balling, he's playing with one of the best defenders in the world. He is at elite level at the age of 35. Even if he goes at MLS, I won't mind because there is nothing left to prove. There is nothing left to prove for him. And even Messi FC now can happily retire because there is nothing left to prove. Just let them shout. Just let them shout. Just let them say that this game was rigged, this tournament. Just let them say. Let them cry. Because you know, in the reality, it's the fact. It was Messi who carried Argentina to this glory. And once they used to call him an international failure, well, the same international failure have now played 2 World Cup finals and have now won of it. And that's why he's the greatest ever there was. He's the greatest there ever will be. There is no one like him. There will never be like him. Lionel Andrès Messi.